The truth about my sister's murder is that I don't know who did it. I don't know why they did it. I really don't even give a damn why they did it. I know that I hate you for doing it. I know that I despise you for doing it. I know that you're scum for doing it. I wish nothing good upon you for doing it. I want your heart to feel the hurt that my heart feel. I want your breath to be taken away how my breath was taken away. I want your life to be as miserable as you have caused ours to be.
Andre, Richmond police say this isn't a random shooting. However, they do not believe the victim was the intended target. Vennysia Jackson was described as a devoted mother of 3 who lived her life for her kids and to make others happy.
She didn't do drugs. She went to church. She worked. She was an honest woman.
Richmond police say around 4 Saturday afternoon, Jackson's life ended tragically. Officers heard shots being fired near the intersection of McDonald Avenue and Harbor Way. Once on scene, police found Jackson sitting in the passenger seat of a car that was riddled with bullets. Jackson was struck in the shoulder and head. She was later life-flighted to an area hospital where she died.
My sister was an innocent bystander. She was just caught up in the crossfire of a war that's going on in Richmond right now between North Richmond and South Richmond and Central.
Police don't believe Jackson was the intended target and say the shooting may have been gang-related. The family also believes that to be so.
They're going blood for blood, women, mother, and children. They don't care.
Jackson's sister has many questions and very few answers. And at a time when the family should be celebrating Jackson's son's senior year, his sisters are now deciding on their mother's final resting place.
The girls, they're planning their mom's funeral. So that cannot be all right. This is they're 18 and 19. This is their first adult thing that they're doing in life.
Near the intersection where Jackson was killed is a growing memorial in remembrance of a woman many loved and will never forget.
My sister probably never even held a gun in her life. So why did she have to die like that? We just want answers. We need answers and we need to know who did this.
Now, the driver of the vehicle Jackson was in is said to be okay. Police do not have a suspect description at this time. However, they did say the shooter was last seen in a newer model 4-door gray Infiniti. If you know anything about this case, you're asked to call Richmond Police.
Hey everybody, and what's up with my gang? You guys, so I went back and forth about posting this video. I actually posted it on my one of my, I believe my One Mom 5 Kids and a Dog channel or whatever, but I had it unlisted and I only had sent it to some family and some friends. You guys, this video, as you see from the title, is a story time about me losing my sister. So yeah, you guys, it's a really long video, so if you don't have the time to watch it, I understand, but I just really want to get it out there in the world and in the YouTube world. I know I speak on her a lot, but I've never went in depth on the entire situation and what happened. You guys, sorry, you know, by the way, how's everybody doing staying inside and being quarantined?
Mama, there.
As you can see, I have feet. I'm never alone. One is right here, acting like he wants to go back inside of my uterus, and the 3 girls literally will be in here in a second, so I have to hurry up and do this intro. You guys, so if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you have any information on the if you have any information on the murder of Vennysia Jackson in Richmond, California, hold on baby, in Richmond, California in August of 2018, you guys, I'm gonna leave all the information down below on who to contact. You can do an anonymous call, or you can do it any way you choose, you guys, but this has really affected our family in a big way. Let's get into this video. I wanted to come and talk to you guys about my sister. My sister was shot August 11th of 2018 in between 3:30 and 4 o'clock p.m. in Richmond, California. This whole murder has ruined my entire life. I barely sleep. I could barely think. I could barely function on a day-to-day basis. In all honesty, if it wasn't for my kids, I wouldn't be the strong individual that everybody know me to be. At times, I'm really depressed. For a point, I was suicidal. I didn't even want to live anymore. I didn't want nothing but to hear her voice again. And I felt like if she died and then I died, we will be together again. I didn't even care about life. My sister Vennysia was shot August 11th of 2018 in Richmond, California. She was riding in a red SUV with a male friend of hers, I guess you could say boyfriend. At this current moment, no one haven't been arrested. We don't know anything. I won't say that I'm living in fear. I also will say that I don't look over my shoulder and strangers, being around strangers to me is the most uncomfortable thing, because I'm always looking at them with a side eye like, did you kill my sister? Did she kill my sister? Did he kill my sister? My life has just been torn upside down. Let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory. Vennysia was born February 24th, 1981. Me and Vennysia have the same mother and father. I was born in 84, so she was like 3.5 years older than me. Growing up, she was like my best friend. We dressed alike. We danced alike. We did everything together. At times, people thought that we were actually twins. We were that connected, and we just made each other's world go round. Vennysia was more than a sister. She was more than a friend. She was more than a best friend. She was like my mom. When I was sick, she took care of me. When I was hungry, she fed me. I got into a car accident when I was younger. Vennysia couldn't have been more than, I could say she was a teen. And it was super hard at the time. My grandparents had everything under control, but like I said, Vennysia was my mom had 10 kids. And to all 10 of us, well, the ones that are still living, we will all say that she was like our mom. Like, rewind back the car accident. I actually lost vision in one eye. And at the time, we didn't know if I was gonna, what the next steps were gonna be. But can you imagine, as a 10-year-old, I was 10 at the time at the car accident, and this whole left side of my face was tore up. And Nisha took care of me. Like, she bathed me. She fed me. When I woke up having nightmares from not being able to see, she held me. When I couldn't walk, she tried her best to carry me. She guided me. I loved that girl to death. To death. And to lose her, it was like losing a whole part of me. It was like nothing else mattered. I don't think people, I want to say they don't understand, but it's just weird. It's just confusing how a person could literally, purposely pick up a gun, drive around, follow somebody, and shoot at them, and kill them, and go to sleep at night like nothing ever happened. But the whole time, you took our hearts. You grabbed my heart out of my body, and you smushed it until it could not beat anymore. Sorry, y'all, for this emotional stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna refer to, I got my laptop right here, so what the news article says is that just before 4 p.m., police officers responded to the intersection of Harbor Way and McDonald Avenue after hearing gunfire in the area. According to Richmond Police spokesman Lieutenant Matthew Stoneberger, or Breaker, as officers arrived on the scene, they found two vehicles that have collided into one another, both of which had been struck by gunfire. Jackson was found with several gunshot wounds. She was transported to a local hospital. Where she? Where she died. Police described the possible suspect's vehicle as a newer model light gray 4-door Infiniti sedan. So yeah. I don't even know what to say about the truth about my sister's death. I don't know the truth about my sister's murder. All that I know is that some ignorant ass individual decided to shoot at her on August 11th of 2018 and kill her. My sister had 3 kids to live for. She had multiple, probably in the 20s, of nieces and nephews to live for. She had a mother to live for. She had a grandmother to live for. She had siblings to live for. And your cowardly ass decided that you wanted to take that away from us. That you wanted to take her shining light away from this world. My sister was so beautiful. Her presence alone lit up any room that she walked into. Her swag was something you would never, ever, ever be able to compare to. Her brain was so intelligent. her giving was so compassionate. She will make the ugliest person feel beautiful. And you just decided it was your job to take that away. I wish nothing good upon you. About 2 months ago, I started going to mental health therapy. I'm the type of person that I know how to push stuff up under the rug. Like my whole life, 35 years, pushing stuff up under the rug. Nah, it's not that bad. Nah, life is too short. Nah, let it go. I live my life pushing stuff up under the rug. I actually lost my brother. He was murdered at the age of 12. But that's a whole nother video. But even with that situation, I learned to cope with it and move on with life. That's just what I adapted to. Felt like if I broke down, the whole world will break down. So nah, Crystal, you can't break down. No, not Crystal. I always felt like I had to hold it together. Before my kids, I had to hold it together for my family. And once I had my kids, I realized anytime that I was upset, they was upset. So I kind of learned to hold my feelings in even more. When I got mad at their dad, nah, don't cry. Just get over it. It's not that bad. Got mad at family members, nah, don't cry over it. It's not that bad, because I knew me hurting, my babies was gonna hurt. But this situation with my sister is like, I popped. My balloon finally went pop and popped. I know you're not supposed to hate people, but hey, you're not supposed to kill people either. So who are you to tell me that I can't hate the person who snatched my heart out of my body? At this current moment, I will never say that I will forgive somebody for doing this. If you ever forgave somebody for taking this much out of you, you're a better person than me. That girl was my life. I have a bunch of siblings. And after losing my little brother, I became super protective over my siblings. Nah, you ain't gonna fight, I'm gonna fight for you. Nah, you ain't gotta argue, I'm gonna argue for you. Oh, she did what? Where's she at? So, to lose my sister and not be able to be there to protect her, in all honesty, made me feel like a piece of crap. I never thought that I would get that type of phone call. Never. I figured I had been through enough fucking trash. I figured I didn't been put through enough obstacles and courses to not have to keep going through them. Vennysia's murder not only shook up our family, Vennysia's murder shook up the world. That girl was so amazing. You took a big piece of the world away. And I looked at Vennysia. Beyonce who? The girl was nothing that you could compare anyone to. She couldn't sing, although she tried. She couldn't dance, although she tried. But anything else that she put her mind to, she achieved it on levels that other people wish that they could. I don't know why this happened. I will never understand. It couldn't be God's plan. I never want to believe that it was God's plan. I just know that my sister was shot and killed. That's all I know. I don't know the truth. I don't know the lies. I don't know anything. I just know that I received a phone call saying that Vennysia's car was shot up. And I just know that I went to a hospital and had to watch them unplug her from a breathing machine. I just know that my nieces and my nephew's life will always be changed. Always. You took their mom. Their dad is nowhere to be found, but you took their mom. I just know I don't know what I just know that she deserves justice. And I will continue to fight for justice for Vennysia Jackson. So let's talk about that particular day. That particular day was crazy because Vennysia literally called me all that day on August 11th of 2018. It's like, it was crazy because we talked, yeah, but for us to talk that much on that particular day, it was like crazy. She kept calling me and I kept calling her back. Like, she kept calling me and I kept calling her back. And we was talking about personal things or whatever. But I always make it a point to tell people I love them. And I'm glad I had a chance to tell Vennysia that I loved her. I know that she know that I loved her. And I know that she loved me. I have at the time I had an Android phone. And my Android phone actually saved all my call log to my Gmail account. So I was looking back at that, and the last incoming call, I believe it was an incoming call from Vennysia, was at 2:54 p.m. We was laughing and joking, and it just was a funny phone call. I never knew the less than an hour or a little bit over an hour later, I'll be getting a phone call that will change my life forever. After I received that phone call, me, my mom, and my cousin, we rushed to the hospital. The whole right there was probably like an hour trip. I'm just saying to my mom, I hope she just got shot in the leg. I hope she just got shot in the arm. I never prayed for her to be shot, but at that point, I knew that she was shot. And I knew that she was airlifted. And I knew that she was airlifted to one of the hospitals that they airlift you to when it's not good. But I still was praying because a few years back, another sister of mine was shot. She was shot a couple times by her boyfriend. They airlifted her to this hospital and she's still alive today. Then had two kids afterwards and some more stuff. So I'm just praying maybe she got shot in the arm, maybe she got shot in the leg. Maybe it's not life-threatening. Maybe just because she got shot, they took her there. As soon as I pulled up, one of her kids, my niece, her middle child, was running out of the hospital, yelling, "Not my mom. Not my mom. No," and she just fell to the ground. I drove out of that parking lot and parked. I couldn't. she was yelling, "They said my mama dead. They said my mama dead." Okay, she was yelling, "They said my mama dead. They said my mama dead." But at this point, I drove. So my mom and my cousin had got out the car. I just pulled away from the hospital and parked. Those are the last words I wanted to hear. In all honesty, it could have been anybody else. I know people who didn't rape the babies. I know people who didn't kill elderly people, robbed, raped, and killed elderly people. Well, I don't personally know them, but I have seen on the news, or they're searching for them or something like that. And for my sister to get shot like that for riding down the street to go to a barbecue, it just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. A parent never expects to outlive their child. But once I got out the car and I seen my grandmother hurting like that, I know damn well a grandmother never expects to bury their grandkids. It's just so fucked up. So fucked up that we have to live with this hurt and this anger and this distrust. I don't trust no new people. I've always been like the outgoing spirit, like, hi, who that? Now, in all honesty, I can't even go to work because of the not knowing who did it, who murdered my sister, and not knowing if that's you talking to me, not knowing if I'm ringing up the person who shot my sister, not knowing if I'm cleaning the classroom to the person who shot my sister. My kids are my reason for fighting for justice for Vennysia Jackson. My kids are my reason for getting up every day. My kids are my reason for smiling. Yeah, you took my faith away, but you didn't take my joy. My joy are them little faces that I see every day when I wake up. I just hope that you are found and you are brought to justice. I hope that my sister hunts your dreams every night that you close your eyes. I know that eventually you're going to have your judgment day, whether it be in the court or it be with that man up above. I know you will. And I know that it's not going to be a good thing. I know that my sister didn't deserve this. I know that my nieces and my nephew didn't deserve this. But what I do know also is that you will be brought to justice eventually. You might think that you're hiding now. You might think that you got away with it. But everything that's done in the dark comes to light. So yeah, the truth about my sister murder is that on August 11th, 2018, She was riding in a vehicle, a red vehicle, a red SUV. I think it was a Benz or a BMW. It wasn't even hers. Her vehicle was in the shop, and that was a loaner vehicle from the car dealership. But she was riding in a vehicle. She stopped at the intersection of Harbor Way and McDonald Avenue in Richmond. A car pulled up behind her or on the side of her. I don't know. She fired multiple shots. Shot her in the head and in the shoulder. The truth about my sister's murder is that on August 12, 2018, that my family was called to the hospital for a meeting. And we was told by the doctor at the time, I don't know if he was a specialist or he was Vennysia's doctor. We were told that my sister died multiple times while being airlifted to the hospital. They revived her multiple times. But eventually, it was nothing else that they could do because my sister was brain dead. So on August 12th, 2018, my sister died. That's the truth about my sister's murder. The truth about my sister's murder is that I don't know who did it. I don't know why they did it. I really don't even give a damn why they did it. I know that I hate you for doing it. I know that I despise you for doing it. I know that you're scum for doing it. I wish nothing good upon you for doing it. I want your heart to feel the hurt that my heart feels. I want your breath to be taken away how my breath was taken away. I want your life to be as miserable as you have caused ours to be. I know that you are a disgusting human being. Not even going to even give you that. I know that you are a disgusting soul walking around this earth. And I know that justice needs to be served. I know that you don't deserve to breathe since she didn't deserve to breathe. I know that you don't deserve to live since she didn't deserve to live. I know that justice needs to be served. The only leads that the police have told us so far is that what vehicle it was. That's it. It's been over a year and we're still clueless. So, if any of my subscribers are dealing with the death, any type of death, murder, just natural causes, anything, and you want to talk, let me know. Because yeah, I know I seem like down and out and depressed, but a listening ear is a listening ear. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments down below.
I thought I was listening to, I'm like, do that sound like shit?
Another shooting.
Okay, I need everybody to go that way. Everybody go that way.
Another shooting.
This way. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Another shooting in our city, man. And I am so tired.
Let's go.
This is some bullshit.
Go that way.
He said no, this one.
Oh, man. And the ambulance ain't even here. The ambulance.
No, he told them to go that way.
Yeah, he's
them
telling
in
the
car.
cops. Yeah.
Nobody here. I got cases. I need everybody.
I love you, Shishi.
I love you, Shishi.
Do you want